Hey, welcome in. How's it going, Matt? Hopefully you're doing well. Happy 4th of July. Hey, Thunder. Happy 4th. Hope you're doing well. Man, I've been fighting with my stream elements for the past, like, maybe 15 minutes. I shut it off, turned it on. I guess my main issue was I had to remove the stream key and, like, just restart everything. So I guess we're all good now. I'm hoping. Hopefully volume is clear. Hopefully you guys can hear the music. Hopefully it's not too loud. But yeah, this is our piece from a couple days ago that I was working on for like an art attack from Snakies over on Art Fight. And so I've made it through like a huge hardship of trying to figure out what I was going to get this character to look like. I'm not going to lie, it took a lot of time trying to figure out what the middle section was going to look like, how I was going to put her friend Kissa, that blue dragon lizard looking character in here. But I think I'm really happy with where it's going. I'm realizing as I'm going into like my second level of shadings right underneath the neck that I want to kind of mess around a little bit with maybe erasing this area over here and then redoing the fur textures there. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And yeah, thanks for joining me today. Don't know if you guys have plans for the 4th, or if you guys celebrate the 4th, or what part of the world you're in. But I appreciate you guys being here. So I'm going to shut this one off on this side, and then just come back into this really dark area with this eraser, so I could just kind of make a bigger fur shape. It's a little bit more coherent. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing fine. I'm glad you're doing well. Alright, let's see. So we go back into this little section. And then if we have time, I'll show you like a little bit of the time lapse, because you'll see exactly where I spent a lot of the time for this particular art piece. Just want this to kind of curve into the neck, kind of like I did on the other side of it. Like I feel like I always change up the way that I render fur, like over and over. I don't have like a one clear way that I do it, which is okay. But when I go into this method, it's a lot of trying to use the multiply layer to kind of figure out how a lot of this is going to sit in here, instead of me actually physically drawing out all of the little bits and pieces for the fur. So. So it's a lot of experimentation. But yeah, any big plans for you guys today? Let's see. Okay, I think this is gonna be okay. I'll just split this up into individual small pieces. And then I think, before I get underneath here, put another like piece of hair. No. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't really celebrate it as much. Definitely when I was younger, but not so much nowadays. Let's see. What happens if I put like a piece of fur right up in here? I'll kind of continue this one around here. We're gonna see how that looks in a second. Just gotta put in some like little strands over here. I thought I'd have more time to stream today, but my hope is to be able to knock this one out and then start a sketch for the next one. Hey, Destiny, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Happy 4th of July. I don't know if you celebrate, but happy 4th. And if you are someone that does art fight, definitely please go ahead, put in your name for art fight. This way other artists here can find you in case they're participating as well. And this way you kind of get more attacks and we kind of build up the art community. Right now I'm working on an attack. I'm just trying to, I guess, futz around a little bit with rendering out this fur for this character called Creature from an artist named Snakies. And then I've got Creature's friend Kiss over here that looks kind of like a dragon, lizard kind of character. But I definitely kind of like it in my style. I was trying to go with, if I had to reimagine it in my S-Verse Chronicles universe, then I feel like this would be like different superheroes for sure. Akiva 11, awesome, pretty dope. Definitely have to find you, Thunder, unless I've already found you. I'm not entirely sure. But if anything, you could always just drop me a follow. I think if you use the command exclamation point art fight follow, I think it should lead you to me. But yeah. Hey, Lost Alex, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Happy 4th if you celebrate. Alright, let's see what we can do with this one. So maybe we've got the render where it needs to be now. Because I thought it was too loose over here. There wasn't enough contrast. So I wanted to go back in here and put in this fur. But yeah. Make this part a little bit darker since it's underneath his neck. Stretch some of these out a little bit more. There we go. Because I need some separation here. Otherwise it's going to look too similar, I guess. But yeah, I started working on this yesterday when the stream wasn't working. Because I had some of the same issues last night as I did earlier today. I was just hoping that waking up it would just fix itself. But yeah. But I'm glad I get to do this. And then tomorrow I should be able to, I think I got a lot of time tomorrow. So if anything, I want to be able to do that. And then I'm thinking sometime next week, I think Tuesday next week, I'm going to try to focus in on getting some revenge, quote-unquote revenge in art fight. So I've been attacked a couple times. I didn't check today, but I've been attacked a couple times last time I checked. So my hope is just to attack back those artists as well. And then, of course, I still have a few other things going on. I still have the Dragon Force character that I want to attack as well. Because I like that whole My Hero OC thing. And then I also have that Ghost Elf as well that I want to go ahead and attack. So I think next week I'll try to focus in on some revenge attacks. And then for this one, at least try to finish up for this week is, and maybe even into Saturday, is to finish up attacking some of the ones that I saved up. Yeah, I'm hoping the artist likes this. I definitely feel like I spent so much time on this. And it's not going to have like a major background or anything. But it's like hours upon hours already. And again, I'll show you that time lapse because you'll see that how real the struggle was for myself. But yeah, Insanity, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. I'm just working on an art attack that I was. This is my second art attack that I'm trying to work on for my first art fight. This is, or at least this pink dude over here, is a character called Creature. It's the one on top. And then I've added Creature's best friend, Kissa, as kind of like, I'm assuming it's kind of like a pet as well, just to like the upper shoulder over here. So I'm just trying to work on this one. Rendering out some of this fur over here. And then hopefully I can get, hopefully I still have enough time between like having to get some errands done today. Hey, thanks, appreciate that. Before I have to kind of cut the stream, right? So that's my main goal right now, is get him done, and then hopefully start on my next attack. And then next week, start thinking about getting some pieces done for revenge attacks, since I've been attacked just about twice. And I think if you want to follow me, or if you want to attack me, I think you could use the command code @artfightfollow, so exclamation point @artfightfollow as one word. And I think it should give you a link or send you to my Artfight account. But it is just draw with Mr_S, I think. Because I think drawing was too big for it. Or no, what is it? Sepulveda. I think I used my full last name. And drawing wouldn't fit. Although I could have just made it draw with Mr. S now that I think about it. But yeah, happy 4th to anyone that celebrates. Welcome in. I'm liking this feel for the way that I'm rendering out this fur down here. I think it's looking pretty good. Update on your revenge situation. You've made 8 attacks. Oh my gosh. And now I only have 4 revenges to do. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. For my first art fight, I'm pretty happy I don't have too many attacks yet, because I'm like, man, when would I find the time to just go ahead and draw all these pieces? Because it's one of those, I want to make sure that I keep the quality up. And it also depends on the character too. Like what the character looks like. And what kind of style I want to go to. Like if I do like a chibi style, you know, it's going to be a little bit more simpler. It's going to be a little bit smaller. Kind of like that Little Star one I did, where it was just like a simple art piece, so I didn't have to spend forever on it. And then this one with Creature, I definitely made it maybe tougher than what it needed, but because I put it in like a specific style, this is kind of why it's taken like forever. But yeah, I need to get on it. I need to speed things up. But again, spent way too many hours on this little guy. I say little guy, but he's like 10 feet tall, right? So, although in here I feel like he's very ginormous. Alright, and then we'll just go in for some of the lighting. There we go. I don't know why I go into this with like strands in mind, but my goodness. You got jump low key. You made too many friends off season. Oh man, I'm so sorry, but it's got to be a good feeling though, you know. And you honestly think slow going is nice because you really get to prioritize. Yeah, I definitely wanted to prioritize quality. The main thing was, you know, like every artist has worked hard on creating these OCs that mean a lot to them. So I want to do them a service by taking my time and putting in my effort into their art pieces to characters that mean a lot to them. Hey, hey Ben, how's it going? Mr. S, is your refrigerator running? I would hope so, man, because in the summer, if it's not going, we got issues. Let's see. But hopefully you're doing well, Ben. Happy 4th if you celebrate. too many strands. Hey Ben, you're an art fight, right? I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember who Great Elder is. I don't. I'm not sure if that's you or someone else. Let's see. Smudge this out a bit. Hopefully it registers as like it's layered or there's like movement in here. Because I always feel like that's where I fail it sometimes. Let's see if we put just a few more in here. And then I'll go back over with some like little soft white highlights as well. I'm trying not to like smudge it too much. I'm trying to be light with my pressure on this. So this way, at least some of that glow kind of pops in and pops out for sure. Go after Knight, Nerd, Dempsey, and Kingpin. Oh, they're on the list. So next week, Ben, it's all about getting some revenge. So I'm going to at least focus on the two people that have attacked me, and then I have them on for a week as well. So that's my hope. So if I can get through those two, then I'll get through the rest of the fellowship for sure. Nobody is safe. No one's safe in Art Fight. And I'm glad like I kind of changed my whole schedule around so that I could just focus in on this for the entire month. Or at least, minus like the summer camps and stuff that I teach. But yeah, absolutely. Infinity says, I'm pretty sure you like Dragon Ball, so have you seen Daima? Yes, I have seen Daima. I actually binged it recently this past week over the course of like 2 days. I was talking about it with one of my students that I teach online, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go check it out. I'm so glad I did. It was really interesting. Just hitting up a couple of these. What did you think about Daima? But yeah, I love anime, so we could talk. I do have to do like another anime fusion stream sometime in the near future. I do have one planned, but not necessarily like anything concrete yet. Let's see what he's looking like so far. Yeah, I'm kind of digging him. Alright, now we just got the last little bits and pieces over here. It's just his head. Well, I say that, but I actually I added in a little mouse, a little mouse character, because he loves little critters and rodents and things like that. Hey, Ark, welcome in, dude. It's been forever. Hopefully you're doing well. Happy 4th if you celebrate. But yeah, welcome in, man. Hopefully your day's been great. Insanity says, I liked it because it brought the adventure of OG and the fighting of Z. But what's your thoughts on the new forms? Well, hopefully it's not really a spoiler break for some of y'all here. But for me, I didn't like GT. GT to me was trash. I was definitely not a fan, and I'm not afraid to say how bad I hated it. But I don't know. I was questioning the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, but I think they kind of fixed up some of it, even though some of their fixes from the previous one to the new one was just like, let's just remove the hair off of his forearms a little bit. But I mean, it's a cool form for what it is. It definitely makes you look at the character a little bit more and be like, well, at least he's going back to his Saiyan roots. Or at least that's the way that I'm looking at it. But overall, overall it wasn't bad. So, yeah. All right, Ark, you're European? Nice to know, dude. Let's see. I'm not European, but I often don't celebrate it. It just depends. Usually it's just... Sometimes it's usually just like a holiday just to kind of get together with family sometimes. And then other times it's, just another day. You know? Let's see, if I split that hair like that, I kind of like it. Or the fur. Gotta move this guy. I don't want to put too much shading in his face. Only because I feel like it'll take away or it'll blend in too much with like that hair going down its neck or the fur going down its neck into the chest. So I'm going to try to play this as carefully as I can without making it feel like it sticks out like a sore thumb. So we're going to find out. You been busy? Nah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, man, it has been a while. But yeah. I'm glad to have you back. Let's see, if I zoom out, it'll give me at least a better idea of what I did. Definitely want it darker here. And around the skull. I'm going to try to keep my pressure on this a little bit lighter. I think that should do it right there. Hopefully. We'll find out. No need to apologize, dude. It always makes me wonder what happens to some of, like, the regulars, you know? But I'm glad you're doing good. Let's see. Also, if you guys are just coming in, don't forget to hit the like button. It's free for you, but it means a whole lot to me when you guys do it. It also helps other people, like-minded artists that can help them find this stream. So, if you guys don't mind, just hit that like. Let's see. I'll put a little bit of light right here, and then we'll play around with it in a second. And I'm trying to do like the I guess the fur for the face a little bit different than the fur under the neck and the ones going down the chest, but I'm trying to I don't know, I'm trying to differentiate it a little bit, and I'm hoping it actually pays off pretty well. There's really no telling what this is gonna do. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to make it stand out, but not in a harsh way. But yeah. Am I trying to make him evil, scary, or nice? He's supposed to be a very sweet creature. So this one is created by Snakies, who's on Artfight. And so this is an attack to them, which is just me redrawing their OCs, their original characters, and then presenting them to them. And so it says that this creature is a very sweet, outgoing, and lovely guy, enjoys interacting with small critters like bugs and rodents. He's very tall, like 10 feet tall. And then they said to draw, or feel free to draw him with Kissa. And so Kissa's that blue dragon, gecko-looking thing. And she's supposed to be very sweet and does not want me to draw Kissa scary. So I don't think I'm playing him scary here. I feel like he's pretty, at least with his pose and everything, he's pretty neutral. And hopefully it kind of shows off, because I'm not trying to get a scary vibe. And I didn't know how to, or what kind of expression to do. You know what I mean? That was my curiosity, was like, how was I going to tackle that? But yeah. Okay, I think I'm semi-satisfied. Feel like maybe it did need a little bit of this darkness down here, but or it just doesn't need that white light. So like if I get rid of, let me backtrack this thing. Let's see. I think we're getting closer. There we go. So if I can undo this portion, then I feel like it looks okay-ish. Let's see. The blue creature looks so cute and friendly. Okay, thank you. I was trying so hard. Again, when I show you this time lapse, it's going to like be like, man, I went through like 3 or 5 different designs just on like this one character, and it's crazy, really crazy. But I'm glad it looks friendly. You'd make him cute, yeah, no, for sure. This is my version of cute for a big giant. Oh man. All right, cool. So I think I'm okay with this part of the face. So I'm going to move it forward, I think. Let me just put this up here, just to give it a little bit more of a look. Alright, and then just a quick soften up, just like that. Okay, so I'm good with that. Okay, let's get rid of that mouse. He's in the way. Alright, and then we'll go ears, eyes, skull, and we can call this one done, and successfully done, actually. I'll call it successfully done. Let's see. Do you know Owl House? I've seen like a couple of episodes. It was pretty good, but, you know, as life happens, and so you just like don't go to continue it. That's like my life story right there. Usually things happen all the time, and I forget about these shows that I watched. Let's see what we can do here. This one shouldn't be too bad though. This is a quick pass over here. Although I think Oh, I chose the wrong color for this one. Oh. That's not the brush. There we go. Try not to use the eraser to draw with sometimes. It looks like Titan from Owl House. Let's see. Just gotta blur these edges. Titan from Owl House. I'm looking him up right now. And up came up like this big dude with the beard and a skull helmet. Oh, okay. That's kind of dope. That's pretty dope looking. Let's see, and then I think this would be... I feel like it'd be... Maybe I guess the whole thing would be really dark. Until I get to the glow. At least inside the eyes. Let's see. Yeah, the ears aren't too bad. That's pretty good. And then I think we needed a... like a red. Or maybe go more on to like that pink. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling the pink more. Just based on like the skin. That's not bad. Semi-dead. That's kind of an interesting mix. All right, I'm gonna have to do the ear on this end, and then I think that piercing, and then I could just do the skull, and it's 100% done after that. Let's see, what was the? I think I used this as the tone. Let's blur this guy out. We'll go back here, blur out some of these edges, and then come back over it with some of this light. And then I can do a quick shine to this in case it's like a silver. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I don't know if it's because it doesn't specify what it's made out of, so the hope is it could be some sort of a metal. Then I'll feel a little bit better about it. Just show me his true form. Let's do it. Yeah, let's see it. All right, okay, cool. And then we've got all of this. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see, looking at Discord. Oh, he looks killer in that form. That's kind of fun. That's pretty interesting looking. Not bad. It's crazy because the design that I saw for him with like with the beard and stuff looks so friendly, and then you get that. It's kind of crazy that that's the true form. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to give it that skull look. Or something close to. Although I might have to change this blue to be a red. But we're gonna find. I could always make that change after. Just want to see what that difference looks like. And then I still have to possibly throw in a texture in here too, like using a texture brush. But all this is just airbrush, so I'm not too bad. It was fun stopping by. All right, yeah, appreciate you, man. Hope you have a great rest of your day if you're heading out. You don't want to scare a kid, so you use that form first. Oh, okay, that makes sense. This one's gonna be finished in the next little bit. I gotta learn to not push so hard sometimes with this stylus. Let's see. Just gotta go up here a little bit lighter. Orphan Rabbits 87, thanks for the sub. Appreciate you. And guys, don't forget to leave a like for me on the stream as well. I'd appreciate that as well. It's free for you, but it means the world to me. Because I definitely want to build up this art community of ours. Get to talk with some cool peeps like you guys. It's a lot of fun. One of my goals was to stream more, and I failed at it. I failed at it all at this beginning of this past year, but now I feel like I'm hitting it just because of Art Fight. So kind of gives me a reason to stream, I guess, and hang out. Yeah, and I think once I put in the texture in here, I'm gonna feel really good about it. Because right now it's just it's missing that like grittiness to it. But we'll have to kind of figure out what kind of grit we're looking for. Might have a pencil or a brush for it, but we're going to find out. Put some in here. Okay. Again, really hoping this artist likes this. And then, for at least right now, definitely have a planned one for the next one. So yeah. Want to know a little bit about Titan from Owl House, or do you want to watch the show to have knowledge? I think I'm going to end up watching it for sure. It's definitely on my list. Like, I started it, watched a few episodes, and I just didn't have time. But maybe I'll find some time soon. But I always hear, like, it's such a great series. And I hear that a lot from, like, adults, kids, teens, and it's like, Okay, so there must be something to it if it's got a lot of people gravitating towards it. Let's see. I wonder where that red is coming from. I'm assuming it's part of the shadow on this side. Okay. Found it. I might have to... I don't want to have to erase, because then it's going to mess some stuff up. Unless I use this soft eraser. And then I come back in with this blender, maybe? Or I can always just use the soft airbrush again. Oops. And then we can reblur. Here we go. A little bit dark, but it's good. Alright, cool. I like things that look dark, but then they kind of brighten up after. Let's see. Or like the show is a little bit dark, but good. Which doesn't bother me either way. We'll soften it first. And then we should be able to put in another like pass in here. I'm just putting in some brights in here. And it doesn't have to hit everything. There we go. For a kid show, it's a bit dark. Similar. Okay, so Gravity Falls. I like Gravity Falls, so that's not bad. Okay, and then yeah, let's just that edge. All right, and then I do need to put in like a texture, right? So we shall give it something close to like a good gritty feel. See, I'm gonna make you a little bit darker. I don't know if that's the grit I need, but as I take bits and pieces off, it actually doesn't look too bad. Okay. And then, so this way you guys can kind of see it. If I do it to these guys, then you can see how that texture was looking like before. So it looks like a bunch of little scattered dots. And then I just make it transparent to take off some pieces. So that's all I did to the face. But it's not bad. I kind of dig it. I kind of dig that a lot. But then let's just finish this off because I forgot the nostrils the first go around. So I don't need much here. I just need to color them up, or I guess for the nostrils, they're red. But for the face, the shadow is blue. There we go. And we'll be finished in about maybe 15 seconds with this one. Well, I say 15 seconds, but I can't forget about the quick background. Let's see. There we go. Darken that up. Half Makazi, welcome. Oh, Mizuki, sorry. Half it's Mizuki, welcome in. Danny Fanta, welcome in. Awesome to see you guys. If you guys are new here, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It's free for you. But for me, it means a lot, because then it means we get to grow this art community that we have building up here, and then we've also get to kind of spread our love for Art Fight and things like that. So if you guys are part of Art Fight and you guys have your own Art Fight handles, please put them in the chat so other people can find you as well. And I believe if you use the command exclamation point Art Fight follow, you should be able to get linked to mine so you guys can follow me back. But yeah, appreciate you. This is just an Art Fight attack of yeah, so this is an Art Fight attack for an artist named Snakies. I'm going to show you what that picture looks like in just a second. I just want to get this nose, or the light inside of this skull, coming through, because I'm pretty much done. Let me show you what that one looks like. Here we go. I think that was the last little bit, right? Boom. So this is Snaky's icon. This is their character, Creature, and Creature's best friend, Kissa. And so this is my representation of the two characters together. So there you go. You don't want to do Art Fight because you didn't care about that. You don't care about it that much. Hey, understandable. I like it because it just, you get to see everyone that builds original characters, and you get to see the love they pour out into them, and I'm a big fan of that. And so that's kind of what I like about it. And then it just gets you, I don't know, creatively, like, I don't know, creatively it just makes you want to draw those pieces, and then it kind of makes you want to change some styles or try some styles out, things like that. You'll be joining Art Fight next year, Too Busy, with the Silent Manga audition. Oh, that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. I love manga. Yeah, and I missed it last year. Otherwise, I would have done it last year. But I'm really excited to be a part of it this year. But yeah, I didn't do the mouse, though. I forgot about the mouse. I just saw the layer over here for it. So maybe we'll take a second to do the mouse. Because Creature likes rodents. So there's the little mouse on the shoulder. But let's give him a background color. Trying to figure out what won't look terrible behind behind this guy. Maybe some yellows, like a lightish to yellow, or a yellow to lightish, maybe. I really don't mind that either. That's not bad, because then the blue can pop off of it, and the orange doesn't really absorb too much into it with the white. Okay, I'm actually kind of satisfied. I got it in one. You're busy with hybrids and people ask something to do. Oh, that's pretty true. That's true. Because I know some people go to you for a bunch of like little requests and stuff, right? Almost like some commissions. All right, so I'm good with that. I don't think I'll put anything else in the background. Like no white lines or anything necessary. And then I think at the very least, we'll knock this guy out extra fast. Because I thought I was done. I forgot about the mouse. Because I shut his layer off because I wasn't sure if it would stay or not. I'm going to be 100% honest. Wasn't sure. But I feel like it would tie in what the artist said about the character. So I'd hate to not do it, you know? Let's see what we can do. Won't need a whole lot. Just put like a little shapes in here. Shoot, 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 shoot. Alright, let's see. I don't know why this blue makes it look like he's got he's got like glowing eyes. Oh, wait. That's not the right button. That's the button for the eraser. There we go. I was wondering why it was all disappearing. Here we go. Put this in here. The main characters that matter have been pretty much done, so I'm really good. Still haven't done paid commissions? Oh, okay. Let's see. Habit says, how's your art fight going? Well, this is my first year. It's going by pretty well. This would be the second attack that I finished up. Before the end of the stream, obviously, it'll be finished up. And I've been attacked twice. So I think next week I'm going to focus on some revenge attacks. This week I've got like 4 pieces that I've got that I want to get done. And then I've got a group of artists that I work with. And so I want to go ahead and attack them because we're all doing art fight this year. So I think it's going to be something that's kind of cool amongst ourselves because then I get to draw their OCs. And I don't think we've actually done stuff like that before. So it's I don't know. I think it builds the friendships more. Yeah, you can kind of tell I'm not like really putting too much effort into this mouse. Maybe I've got to. Maybe I got to put more effort into this mouse. Because, you know, like, it'll be like the one thing that sticks out, that one sore thumb. Or just like, nah. You gave up. Bro is cooked when it came to this mouse drawing. Oh, man. We'll see. Maybe if you guys tell me I should put a little bit more effort into the rendering, I'll do it. Right now I'm just... I'm just dropping stuff in and blurring it. That's all I'm doing. Alright, we got like another layer or 2 to go. Here we go. Put in some light in here, light in there, light over here, light over there. Light, 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 light. There we go. But yeah, I'm ready for the third attack. This one already kind of feels done. And then after I just said that, I realized I didn't even do the nose. I don't even know how I missed the nose. And I realized it shows the wrong color, but that's okay. We can change that. Let's see. Maybe next year you'll join ARC. That'd be cool. That'd be dope. Yeah, but beneath the mouse? Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Otherwise he's just floating. I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely do it, but we'll see if I even keep the mouse by the end of it, because I'm already feeling like I didn't put enough effort into it. Although, again, I'm going to show you the time lapse. You'll see that I've actually tried to draw this mouse in 4 different styles. So, because it was just supposed to be a cute looking thing. Let's do a bright pink over here. don't know if it'll pop up on here. Nah, it doesn't really pop. Oh, there it is. Okay. It pops up a little bit. As like blush. Let's see. Gonna be honest, I'm gonna skip that song. When I get distracted, it's like, yeah, we're not playing it. Let's see. You need to study and draw more creatures. What's a manga without a creature or monster? A manga without a creature or monster. I was gonna say Shaman King, but then there's like a lizard kind of spirit, so not that one. That's a good question. Yu-Gi-Oh's got nothing but creatures and monsters. I have no idea. That's a stumping. I got stumped. It's like it's a good question. All right, let's see. Does the mouse belong? Or do we get rid of the mouse? I feel like the mouse balances it. Still asymmetrically, but I don't know. Well, I guess there'd be like some, like Haikyuu, right? Wouldn't have creatures, right? Just volleyball manga. Wouldn't have any creatures or any of that. What do you guys think? Keep the mouse or lose the mouse? Ark says keep the mouse. Oh, the mouse. This little guy. Oh, you know what I should do? I should give him like some highlights. There we go. So at least from very far, it's adorable. Unico says, yes, keep the mouse. Welcome in, Unico. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Sanity's like, keep it low-key. Okay, we'll keep the mouse, guys. We'll keep the mouse. I think we're going to give it a frame. Actually, no, I can't give it a frame. Darn. What I will do is put a new folder in here, put everything in it, titling it Everyone. What's up? And then put a white rim around everybody. And then of course I do have to get rid of the my palette that I use. It's like my palette can go away for a sec. And then we talked about putting like a shadow layer, right? So I got to do like a quick color burner multiply. It don't matter. And then we can give him a little shadow over the fur, right? Color burn. Do it like that. Boom. Done. The mouse is like a badge of honor. Absolutely, it's a badge of honor. It's like, yes, we have completed this. We have done it. Let's see. I don't know why. I don't know if you ever do this with your own art, where you're like, yeah, I'm totally done. I'm done. I'm done. And then you find something that you want to add to it. I gotta stop doing this to myself. Let's see. I'm wondering if I even have it. 'Cause I felt like I had a heart brush somewhere, but I might be wrong. Because I don't want to have to draw hearts. You know, I'm not gonna do it. Is it a lighting brush? I don't know. Let's see. Glitter, stars. No. Well, maybe I don't have it. That's all good. I'll try not to be heartbroken that I can't find my heart brush. That's okay. All right, that's gonna be it on this one, I think. And then we'll get started on the next. That happens to you every time. And how long can you stream for? Me, it depends. My wife gets off of work early today, so she might get off around like 2. So then I'll have to pick her up. Let's see. I got lazy, and I built this my signature brush, so I could just stick it in, just stamp it and done. I don't have to keep signing over and over. Brilliant, right? All right, let me save this. And then I'm gonna show you guys that time lapse because, and I'll condense it. I think I could show it as a minute on here, so that it's not super boring. But here we go. Let's see this thing. Hopefully you guys can see this thing. And instead of how much is the all? How many minutes is that? It's like over 11 minutes. That's crazy. Here's 60-second version condensed down. It's just gonna go, like, I had a sketch, I had an idea I was working with. I made the blue lizard a little monstrous. Here's a cuter version, but ginormous. It was just a pain in the butt. I was gonna give it more of a body. There's just a lot going on with this design. You draw like a wax stamp. That's pretty dope. I dig that. Hey, Ari, and welcome in. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Welcome to the stream. And don't forget, guys, if you're just coming on in, please hit the like button and feel free to subscribe if you'd like. It's all free to you, but it means a lot to me because, 1, lets me know I'm doing a good job, and then 2, it helps other people find this stream as well. So I'd appreciate it if you guys leave a like and a follow. But yeah, so here it is, guys. That's a good process in a minute. I don't know how many hours that was, but to get like over 10 minutes, almost 11 minutes for a single art piece, man, I must have been on here forever. Okay, so now I've got what? I've got 2 attacks done, right? So I've got this one. This one's my second attack. Here's the first attack in case you guys missed it. Usually you hide and doodle. That's pretty cool. Usually you hide a doodle of your character doing the same pose. It's pretty cool. I like that. Here's the first one I did, the first attack. And now we're going to get ready for attack number 3, or at least a setup for attack number 3. Let's find out. And you know what? I'm going to let you guys vote for this one. It's either going to be this guy. This guy almost won last time before Creature did. This is Dragon Force. It's a My Hero Academia OC that has the ability to pretty much control the wind. And then the other one is Serene, who's like a half elf, half ghost. Okay, so again, we've got an MHA character, and then we have an elf character. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to start working on the MHA character, so the Dragon Force guy, or a 2 in the chat if you want me to work on this elf character over here. And I think I even pulled up the wrong elf, didn't I? Yeah, I think that was my second elf character. Here's the actual elf character. My bad. That's the elf character. This other one was a... Oh, geez. I don't know what I did with you. Whoops. You stay over there. There. That was for like a potential 5th one in case I had to do 5. So 1 for Dragon Force, 2 for Ellie, the elf ghost. So Insanity's saying 1 already. Thunder, welcome back. We're just doing a vote for the next piece. We're either deciding on Dragon Force, that's a 1 in the chat, or 2 in the chat for the half elf ghost. So let's see. We got a 1 from Insanity. Elf could be cool, says Mizuki. I usually hide your signature so people can't delete it. Hey, I mean, some people do like watermarks too, but yeah. All right, we got a couple 1s. We got a 2. And Thunder, since you're just coming in, I finished this guy right over here. He is done. He's beautiful. He's gorgeous. He took a lot of effort and time. All right, so I think we've got 3 1s to a 2, so it looks like we'll do this until I'm able to put up an actual poll on YouTube, I guess. All right, so let's get rid of these guys. Let's hide the attacks. We don't need them out anymore. And now we get to work on this one. So this one is a character that was drawn by the artist, not Becca. So that's her art fight handle. It's also her art fight. Art fight handle, and it also happens to be a lot of her other like social media handles. So I'll show you things like there. So Becca draws stuff, not Becca, and then Becca, but not really for Instagram, Tumblr, and other things. But this guy's really cool looking, right? This artist is stellar. Look at this character. It's so clean. He's so clean. So he generates and controls wind. Uses this to fly and augment punches and kicks. That makes sense. He's a rescue hero, but he's kind of a wimp. I think that's really funny. I think this makes him like a fun character. Like, look at that. It's just awesome looking. So definitely. So a rescue hero operating in America, their wind-based quirk and small physique enable them to navigate difficult to reach areas and control debris and weather disasters. While they can use their quirk to augment their strength and speed, they are not adept at combat and try to stay out of such situations, which makes a lot of sense. Yo, Knight, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Their character Midnight is cool. I'd have to double check. I haven't. I actually don't. I remember like falling in love with this art piece, and I didn't look at another character. So this is the only one that stuck out to me. But yeah, not Becca. Really, really good. Really great artist. And if any of you guys are also on Artfight and want to follow, I think if you can use the command ! Artfight follow as one word, I think you should be able to follow me on Artfight. But yeah, hey Knight, at some point, I don't know if I think it's next week or possibly the week after, I'll be attacking the Fellowship. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. It'll be a lot of fun. Get ready. You're good on shading for an attack? Yeah, there you go. Let's see what we can come up with for this guy. I don't know what I want to do for it. Honestly, I don't have like a pose in mind for this, but I think we could just play around with things. Because I don't know if I want to do another big piece or if I just want to do like a sticker or something like that. You might stream later? Okay, dope. I got to pick up my wife possibly around 2 something, but when I come back, I'll try to join up and join up on your stream and see what you do. Are you going to do Midnight on your stream? Or do you have another character or another thing that you're going to work on? Let's see. This is my stick figure. He's the wind boy. Let's see. Do I want a sticker or do I want like a full piece? I don't even know what I want. Because I don't know how much realistic time I've got. I've got an hour to come up with something. Let's see. Do I want one where... Because I want him to use his power. For sure. I don't know how to draw wind, but I have no problem attempting to draw wind. And just call it wind. But he's a scaredy cat, right? He's afraid of things. What do I want to do with him? You're not sure who yet, but you need a counterattack on Caden at some point. Yeah, hey, no worries. You know what I am glad though? I am glad that that we've got Nerd on our side, because Nerd's just like attacking after attacking after attacking. Oh my gosh, that guy just moves. I don't know. I know this is supposed to be win, but it also kind of screams like a poop emoji kind of thing. Let's see. And I'm sure I've probably used the exact same shape on some of my characters at some point or another. But yeah. Hey, Fairy Core, welcome in. Nerd's on Team Fossil, as am I. Knight, and Dempsey. And I'm sure we got some other Team Fossil members here. I know Kingpin is Team Crystals. But yeah, but welcome in. And for anyone just joining us, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, keep up to date with more content, other streams, etc., etc., etc. Free for you, but means the world to me. Let's see. I'm not going to stick with this design, but it's just trying to get a feel. Especially for my style, because I want to make it as though it's part of my S-Verse Chronicle series. So I'm gonna kind of mess around with it. Unico's Team Fossils as well. Let's do it. Let's go. Represent. I chose it just because I thought it sounded cooler. That was my only reason for choosing Team Fossils. Not gonna lie. You know what? This is not too bad. I'm going to leave this off to the side in case I decide to use it. That's not bad. Do I change his outfit just slightly? Like, do I put him in, like, civilian clothing? Oh, man. This is where I had the issues. You find, like, a cool character and you're like, what do I do with them? How do I draw maybe frightened or scared? Like if I lower the angle for this. I don't know. Let's say we saw him from like above. And then all you get is this swirling hair. I don't know. it's weird. It's definitely a weird take. I want him to do his thing. I want him to use wind, but I don't know how I want him to use wind. This is my problem. Thunder's Team Fossil as well, representing. Whoa. Welcome in. Team Crystals. I chose because it was pink. Hey, we all have weird ways of choosing our teams, I think. You like dinosaurs? Yeah, I thought dinosaurs were pretty cool. Yeah, and if you guys want, please feel free to leave your handles for Artfight in the chat so that we can all follow each other. And then, who knows, you might get a surprise attack from someone here in the group, which would be kind of fun and kind of cool. Team Crystals for Fairy Core. I really like the name Fairy Core. I think it works. Let's see. I'm going to make him... gotta choose a pose. Let's start off with torso. Oh, let me put this onto a separate layer. I feel like I'm going to mess around with it a little bit. Okay, so if this is our torso, we can move him around a little bit. Is Salal a toucan? Oh man, I know he looks like a toucan, but I can't remember what bird I looked up when I drew him. I think I looked up exotic birds. But he's very close to a toucan. If you want to reference a toucan from, that's fine. I actually can't remember what bird I used when I was coming up with him. I was coming up with him for the world building challenge that I have on this channel. I can't remember, and I know that's bad because it's like, dude, it's your own character. Let's see. Okay, so I kind of like this for the body shape. And then I think his leg... Actually, it's got to be skinnier, right? He's thinner. There we go. So you start with the torso first. Do I start with the torso first? Not always. I know. It's weird, right? Look, I drew a face over here, in case I wanted the head. If I have the torso first, like if I draw this first, then I have the great ability to kind of figure out how the limbs are moving around it, if that makes sense. So like, and you got to think about it. Like most of the torsos are like a bean shape, right? So if I face him this way and he's standing tall, then I can have him just like pose really strong if I need to. If I decide to, with the torso, kind of like bend it forward a little bit, kind of like this. So if I bend it more, then I can always have him do like an action punch, like if this was his fist or whatever, shooting upward, because then it's like it gives me an idea of what I'm doing with the rest of his body. So this is one other way that I do my stuff. The other way would just be to, if you've ever seen Pop Cross Studios, is block out different shapes and then just add on top of them. So like if, for instance, if I had this shape right over here, this shape over here could just represent like the arm, right? We can get into the fist on this side, right? So this could be the bicep over here. I can build up the deltoid over here, so like the shoulder, and then I can have the fist kind of coming over here. And I could use these like blocked shapes to essentially draw or sketch what it is that I'm visually seeing. So you're like using a silhouette to draw. So, I mean, it all just depends. I change it up every time I decide to draw. I'm going to be 100% honest. Let's see, Unico real. Sometimes when I reference off a random animal of a character I create, just forgot what species it was the next day. Yeah, no, that's very valid. It's very valid. I was like, I know I want to create a bird character, but I don't know what kind of bird. Looked up a bird, referenced it real quick, and I'm like, oh, this bird has some of these colors in its beak. It's got this. All right, I'm gonna use it, and then just never go back to it because I won't be able to find it. All right, cool. So I don't have to leave here till about 2:45ish, 2:40ish, somewhere up in there. So I got extra time. Let's go. All right, cool. I was wondering if we are gonna have time on this. All right, now I want this to go back, right? Or do I want it to come down? Because if I do it this way, we can drop the hip, drop this leg back here. Let's say the knee's over here. Maybe like that. Or I can bring this leg. I need a hard eraser. Where's my hard eraser? Alright. Or I can bring maybe this leg going downward. I don't know, do I want to do like a... Maybe I gotta look up like a reference. Maybe I need to look up like a pose, like a punching pose or a jumping pose or something. Let's see. A Dracula parrot is cool. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Mizuki says, in my observation, Western artists always start with drawing torsos first. Is that the truth? I had no idea. Hey, Matt, welcome back. Doing great. Happy 4th. Absolutely. You start with the head, but then always have to chance it to fit the torso. Oh, man, I understand that all too well. Hey, Matt, when you first came in... when you first came in, I was working on Creature, but I think you left before we finished it. So let me just pull that up for you real quick. So that's the Creature design right there. Yeah, so I'm pretty proud of this one. And so the goal is to get this guy to look kind of cool too. So let's see. Let's see if I can find a reference. And apparently you find references of like of like angels apparently. Let's see what we can find. Can I find something else? Okay. I think I could find one right here. But these are like bulky characters. What do you look... Because I don't want him to look static. I want him to look like he's attacking. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to just play with it on my own because I can't find a good one. Let's see. I still think the leg should come forward. Or maybe I just gotta change the position. Sometimes that'll help. Trying to figure out which way he's coming from. Or what happens if it's, you know, it's maybe almost like how Spider-Man would jump. Let me play with that. I'm gonna play with this idea. So that means knees right around here. I know it's not a spider soda or anything, but I'm just wondering if we do like a... Nah, that would look really weird, wouldn't it? I could always go generic, like, let's say, superhero kind of pose, right? You can always do it that way. But I'd have to make sure to thin it out for this character since he's not really a bulky character. So let's say it's something... This is just my rough sketch. Something close to like this. And then let's stretch out this leg a bit. Or let's angle it more exaggerated. I think for this art piece, for this attack, I feel like I am going to add a background though. I haven't done a background yet for the first two pieces. Since this character can essentially generate wind and control it, and can use it to amp up their kicks and punches, I think that's what I'm going to do here. I think I'm going to try to show that off on this one. For sure. Happy 4th of July to your American friends. Thank you, thank you. You could check out ballet or gymnastic poses. That's so true. Yeah, I never thought about that. I never thought about it. Which is funny, because anytime I wanted to do like a superhero pose, I'd always look up... well, first I'd look up bodybuilders, depending on how muscular my character is supposed to be. But then I try to find some movement stuff, or I'd just do it myself, just take a photo of it. Okay, so let's say it's in here somewhere. I think this one, I think the calf might outshine it. Yeah, let's do that. Put in the foot. Starting to look like almost like a basketball pose. There we go, 1 foot. Here comes the second one. I think this one would be more that way. There we go, 2 feet. And then, if anything, this part right here would have, I think, the wind going around it or something. Whatever's going to help push it, I think, off the ground. So, like, all the energy's got to be coming from this leg right over here. So that's my goal, right? That's kind of what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this leg to be the force that pushes the character that way. Okay, so now I've got an idea. Got an idea of where I want this to work with. There we go. And so I might actually put them on more of an angle. And then I think, because the shin is this way, I'm going to have to move that foot a little bit more. So let's face it in that direction. There we go. And I don't know if this leg needs to still be pushed up more. We'll just kind of keep an eye on that as we draw. But it's not too bad, I don't think. It's actually, to me, feeling pretty good. So his body's more this way. And if we treat it like, let's say, a running pose. Well, I guess we wouldn't treat it like a running pose. Because if he's propelling himself forward, maybe he could create like a physical ball of air. So let's see. So if these are shoulders, right? Maybe he needs one arm to balance. But it wouldn't be that one, I wouldn't think. Because this arm would be back, right? So let's put this arm back. And then this arm... Maybe we could hold it back this way. Or that looks like it's broken. It kind of looks broken. Okay. Don't break your character's arms. Don't do it. It's not Deku. You can't break them. Oh, I don't know what that was. Let's see. Let's see. Oops. Sorry, that was my fault. Hit the wrong button. Let's see. Because this, I feel like, would be that way. Maybe his arms going this way? Let's see. Sometimes I have to flip it just to kind of see what's the deal with the pose. I'm going to move these guys just a little bit. All right, cool. And then maybe, which way is he looking? I guess he'd be looking up. And I'll refine the sketch a little bit more. For right now, just kind of working out the idea of what this could potentially look like. This one could possibly work. But there's a lot of proportion issues. We'll try to get a nice solid look here. I need something that'll scream like he's going at it. I think this arm throws it off. Like, what do I do with this other arm? I don't know what to do with it. If I treat it like DBZ, if I like, do I do it as if it's like a Kamehameha wave instead? Or that look a little dumb? Or try to figure out how like Naruto does his like Rasengan. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like it's got to be something really cool. Something in here. Which means I can stretch it so that he looks like he's going to like launch with it. Digital art is so convenient. Maybe I'll switch sides one day. Oh yeah, no. I don't know what I would do without digital art. I do too many undos. I reproportion things, resketch things, erase things like constantly. Yeah, no, it definitely has its advantages. It definitely has its pros. Major cons would be like your device breaks down. Now you lost everything, you know? Or depending on your software or program, you're paying for it monthly, things like that, you know. Nothing too crazy. What happens if I... Oh, you know what? What happens if I bring his hand over here? Like we foreshorten it a little bit. So this is not going to be the actual hand, but just trying to give myself an idea. So like, let's say 4 shortened hand. Huh. Well, actually, you know what? I guess it'd be closer to him. Because he, like, if I'm thinking maybe he comes across. I don't know if this is going to make sense. Maybe I got to actually draw out that hand. Let me move this guy. Do this on another layer. Oh. Let's see. We're going to get some sort of a sketch in here. Maybe do a wind blade. That might be a fun one to play with. Could do something like that. Because that might be the way that I get this across. So like a wind blade and then like a wind aura sphere, like a Lucario attack. I don't know. Somewhere in here, I'm sure it makes sense. In one universe or another. Okay, so I put that there, but I'm gonna have to make sure it's accurate to this guy. Or maybe I should switch the legs that are jumping. Because if I do that, then it's like, maybe it'll make more sense, or maybe I have to lose that, or just stick with one or the other. I'm also thinking this arm could technically force it that way. Yeah, let's change it. Let's change it. And then, of course, the hand would need a little fixing on that side. And then I think this arm, maybe this one could be the balancing arm, or just essentially repeat what I already just did. So maybe it's a double aura sphere, wind sphere kind of attack of some sort. So we'll kind of see. Or they, you know what, maybe both. I talked about that Kamehameha wave, right? So maybe that'll be something in here. Let's just say those are the fingers for now. Maybe bend this one. Gonna figure out how that wind's gonna work, but essentially propel itself forward, right? Its feet should be more on a angle. And then we gotta angle this guy. Okay. His hair would be up here somewhere. He's got his glasses. Okay, cool. So, something like that. I might switch up the pose slightly. Oh wait, did I put them on the wrong layers? Yeah, let me merge these. I'm gonna see if I can get like maybe two ideas going on. So I got this one. Idea one. And then got little triangle brows, so let's turn them. Way to go. Did you just attack me? Is that what it is? Am I going to have to check this out? I'm going to have to check this out, aren't I? Let's see. Unico. Unico, first off, just the thumbnail by itself, and then when you actually open it up, holy cow, dude. That's sick. Yeah, for those that need to see it, here it is. Let me bring it down like that. That is dope. Unigo, that looks super sick. Yes, absolutely love it. Very cool, very, very cool. I love your style. I really do. Like the feet look really dope. I love the way they look. It's got a sword. Love that. The bandana looks sick as can be. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, man. He's definitely better in your style than in mine. Holy cow! I thought the same thing when I got attacked recently too. Yeah, no, absolutely love it. Oh, that's stellar, dude. Just made my day. Very cool. Let's see. What happens if I do this like a funny thing, as in, how am I supposed to draw a wind attack? Um, oh yeah, no, for sure. Unico, very talented, man. It's a different kind of vibe. Let's see. Why did it change it? There we go. I don't know, either play around with the attack or play around with, just kind of being silly. Like maybe this guy with this quirk, he's a princely hero, but maybe he doesn't want to actually, like, fight. I don't know. Because he's supposed to not want to fight, right? So, can we avoid fighting? Is there a way to do that? Maybe so maybe like, yeah, you guys fight over there. I'm gonna head over here. And I can make it almost like a manga panel or something like that. But I won't make it monochrome. I'll definitely use the colors, because I like the colors that this artist used. Let's go this way. Let's avoid danger. Or I guess the other idea would be like, what would this character look like in the future? I kind of play around with that, like make him more muscular than what he is and make him extra brave. Yeah, I think something like this. I don't know why. I think something like this is probably what I want more than the attack. Kind of like, you guys handle that. I'll be going over here. Or going over there. Alright, I think I've got an idea. And then we could just elaborate on top. This is like my second pass for the sketch. Let's see what we get here. Still got to put his clothes on, right? So. There we go. And again, I think usually one of the things that I try to think about is like whenever I'm doing one of these things, I'm trying not to. I really do my best to not do a one-to-one. I want to pretend like I had the pencil and I had to create this character on my own. So that's kind of part of the idea is what I'm trying to go with here, but still keep some of those like main elements that make the character look like itself, right? But yeah, let's check it. I think he's got big gloves, but I can't tell if they're gloves. Let's look at this one. Okay, so they are. Okay. But this would be a... because he's the princely hero. Alright, let's see. I think as soon as I get the sketch down, I think that might be it for me. I might call it an earlier stream. And then probably work a little bit on it tonight, but most of it tomorrow. Here we go. Got some stripes. Knight, you finished the attack you were working on? That's pretty cool. Let's see. Alright, so on my side it looks like it's... there we go. Okay. There was a buffering issue for a second, but I guess everything's back to normal. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, it was pretty dope. Night. And this is just it's still a rough sketch on top of a sketch, but this is just more like me trying to find the clothing, I guess, on top of this rough sketch. I'll do a refined sketch later. Again, probably after stream, and I'll end it a little bit early. I was gonna stay till 2:40, but I think I'm kind of like losing it a little bit. Kind of lose energy after drunk for a while. So I will just try to wrap up some of this, just so I can have some of this for later to work on. And then we'll call it. Let's see. And then I'll probably manipulate this face a little bit, but I kind of just wanted to make sure I got the clothing on it. This one already had the stuff. All right, cool. Hey, kid. You've now attacked each member on Team Fossil or within the art group. That's pretty cool. Definitely like it. At some point next week or the week after, definitely next week. My plans are to start retaliating. So get ready for some revenge, Caden. Get ready. All right, guys. I think this is where I'm going to end it, right? Again, just kind of getting low on energy. I was really happy with the way that this art piece turned out over here for Creature and Kissa, for the artist known as Snakies on Artfight. I'm really thankful that you guys took your time and spent your day with me here on today's stream. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Don't know what time, but I have a little bit more time tomorrow. So I'll refine today's sketch for the third art fight attack. And I think we're going to reach my goal faster than I thought, which my goal was 4 art pieces for art fight. So it looks like we'll definitely reach that goal. And then I'll have to increase it a little bit more. But again, thank you. As always, I'm Drunk with Mr. S, and I'll see you all in the next video. So y'all take care of yourselves. Have a good one. Bye-bye.